In my final major project, I intended to do a research on multiple island settlements in Hong Kong. It will be a humanity and natural landscape photographic project on a number of island communities. In this presentation, I will provide the project's background information, explain my reasons for the research, and my expected results. At its southeastern tip of China, Hong Kong is one of the world's most famous cities, renowned by giant skyscrapers, busy streets, and marvelous food. Indeed, the city is home to 7 million people of varying ethnicities jammed in a very small confinement. To most people, it was a giant cage rat race. Let me show you a map of Hong Kong. One of the unique geographical features of the city is founded on an archipelago surrounding a peninsula. In fact, there's a total of 262 islands within the city boundaries. While most of them are just inhabited by rock and sea, some of them have been inhabited since the Neolithic period. Discounting those islands accessible by vehicular transport, these islands combine peculiar geographic locations coupled with separation and isolation for the main body of city population has then developed a unique vibe that could even be very different from each other. During my childhood, traveling to this island on the weekend could be my great expedition to the beyond, because everything was so different than living in the city proper. The laid-back atmosphere is starkly contrast to the urban overloaded hustle. The absence of cars plays a very big part. It is amazing that this island lifestyle still exists in the year 2019 and has not totally succumbed to the rapid urbanization. But progress will eventually arrive and wipe everything away like a giant hand over a chessboard. This lifestyle status might not last any longer. Study 1. Cheung Chau. Cheung Chau is the most populated island on my list, housing more than 23,000 residents. Although populated, there is no car on the island. Islanders navigate on foot or by bicycle through narrow alleyways. Cheung Chau held many unique cultural activities and famous for water sports. Study 2. Peng Chau. Peng Chau is one of the better-known outlying islands, but is still often overlooked in favor of its larger neighbors, Cheung Chau or Lantau. These sleeping spots make a perfect family day trip. At under 1 square kilometer, you can easily navigate the whole place in a few hours. Peng Chau was once an industrial island, but now no factory remains. Study 3. Po Toi. It is incredible that only a few kilometers from the hustle of Hong Kong Island, there is a place inhabited by people who have no official electricity and no running water supply. It used to be home to over 1,000 people, although the population has dropped to under 20 in recent years, resulting in several streets of area. Study 4. Tung Lung Island. Rough, rugged, and wild, Tung Lung Island is the quirky cousin of Hong Kong Island family. Even regular services serve the Hong Kong Island and a popular holiday hideout. Population dwindles regardless. The island is located at the eastern entrance to Victoria Harbour. The ruins of an ancient keep signifies its strategic importance. Study 5. Tap Moon. Tap Moon resides off the coast of Sai Kung Country Park. It is also known as Grass Island. This 1.7 square kilometer island is composed of rolling grassy hillock competing with wandering clouds and is also home to a few hundred Hakka and Tanka people. The island has an exciting history as a smuggler and private haven. There is now only empty houses and a huge tin hao temple. 36. Cat O. Lying close to China in the northeast part of Clover Cove Country Park, this far-flung island is home to a few hundred people. The island is also known as Crooked Island, thanks to the irregular shape. Getting here is far from easy, but the very fact makes it all more interesting. The crowd street here is like time stands still. Study 7. Ap Chau. Ap Chau is the first small island neighbors to Cat O. The village on the island was set up by American preacher from the Taiwan-based True Jesus Church in order to shelter fishermen and a family who converted to Christianity in the 1960s. At the time, a lot of missionaries had improved boat people's lives by helping them building home on land. Study 8. Khao Sai. More well known to the public for the golf course located in the northern half of the island, the original settlement is located in the southern tip of the island and are totally separated from the golf course by a huge mass of land, resulting in a quiet and serene little fishing village that is often forgotten by people. Study 9. Tung Peng Chau. The striking island of Tung Peng Chau lies in the very far northeast of Hong Kong and is formed from new sedimentary rock, resulting in a brightly colored, multi-layered, and exceptional photogenic landscape that is perfect for fossil spotting. It used to host 4 villages, now there's only one remained. Study 10, Lama Island, the third largest island within the territory. It is also closest to the city. Just half an hour ferry trip away, Lama Island is very popular among expatriates living in Hong Kong, since it let them escape from the riffraff of the city and still convenient enough and well provisioned. Although there's an electricity plant on the island, the staff does not. The above islands might still sound seclusive and exotic as today. Most of them are either facing urbanization or deterioration. Most of them are suffering from aging population, where young ones are more moved to the city, and the rest are being the target of a huge reclamation project that will totally engulf them and annexed by. I plan to do around 12 to 16 photographs per study. My ideal publication will be in book format because this is a record of a current state. If I could complete the 10 studies, then I will have around 150 images. A book format also easier for me to provide context and background information for each of the locations. I also intended to find some collaboration with a local NGO that I have been working together for a while. Not confirmed yet, but it will most likely be a screening and talk, preferably alongside with the publication of the book, which would provide synergy.